and not least in this section 7-2 is the problem what I call how soon we forget. Now we already know how to find the molar mass of a molecule, and this cisplatin, they give you the formula, so you have to assume that this is correct. So it's platinum, chloride, ammonium, whatever this is called, we're going to call it cisplatin. And we needed to list the elements and find out how many of each there were and multiply their atomic mass units, and we get 300.05 grams per mole. And you can go ahead and do this if you'd like and see if you get the same answer, okay? So we're going to need this atomic mass units of cisplatin in part B, where part B says find the mass of 4.115 times 10 to the 21st units of this cisplatin. And you must recall in our little model where we go from particles to moles to grams, and we could go back the other way, and in between here we find out what our conversion units are going to be. Now, I've repeatedly said this, and I hope I'm not hurting anybody's feelings, is once you see a problem like this where you have to calculate something, take that number and start it on the left side, and you will be awakened to the conversion factor that you need. For example, I'm starting off with a number of units. I know I've got to get my units to cancel, and that tells me I've got to use Avogadro's number of units in 1 mole. So that makes it easy. I've got to put that in the denominator, and 1 mole's on top. My units cancel, and now I'm left with a division problem of 2 decimals and a division problem of 2 powers of 10. And we remember how to do that. 115 rather, divided by 6.022, and that gives me 0.6833, and then I've got to work this out. I've got 10 to the 21st power minus the 23, that gives me a minus 2, so I've got to move the decimal place 2 places to the left. Okay, so here's my final decimal and with the moles. Man, I got to do part 2 now. I take the moles, this part, and I bring it over here like I would any other problem that I want to solve, and I see I've got moles in this problem, so I've got to divide by moles, and I look up here and I ask myself, well, gee, what am I going to use? I know I've got to use the atomic mass units, molecular weight of that molecule, and I want to have 300.05 grams, which I figured out was up here, and I take that and I divide by mole. So that's 300.05 grams per mole. That's my molecular weight. I can cancel the mole part, and I take this little decimal, multiply it by my molecular weight, and I end up with 2.050 grams of cisplatin. Piece of cake? Okay, there you have it. That's the end of this chapter. Have fun on the quiz.